So recently Microsoft itself admitted this a while ago and has been making strides throughout 2026 to make the overall Windows 11 experience snappier with the company's latest push focusing on making Windows 11 more responsive on PCs with 8GB of RAM. But if you really want to make Windows 11 faster and more responsive right now, without waiting for the Microsoft to do its magic, all it takes is changing a few settings and disabling some stuff. And today in this video, I will be sharing 6 guaranteed ways to make Windows faster without upgrading your hardware or overclocking. Alright, so let's start the work, and the very first thing that I would recommend you is disabling the animation and the transparency effect. This is one of the easiest way to make Windows 11 feel snappier. No doubt, Windows 11 animation give an aesthetic look, but to run all these ton of animation, it takes a lot of your RAM and CPU. And to disable this animation and transparency effect, first right click on Windows icon, then click on settings. From the left hand side, you will have to click on accessibility. Then on the top only, you will find the visual effects. You need to click on it. And here you find the transparency effect. You need to toggle it off. And below that, you also find the animation effect. Once you have disabled them from here, next, you need to click on Windows search. Type a simple command that will be sysdm.cpl. And once you hit the enter key, this will bring up the system properties. From the top, you need to click on advanced. Under the performance, click on settings. And here also you will find by default it's been selected to let Windows choose that has enabled most of the animations, many kind of fade and other animation. So what you have to do, you need to pick the third option, adjust for best of performance, and enable few of them like animate windows when minimizing and maximizing, show thumbnail instead of icons, and smooth edges of a screen font. Click apply and click on OK and OK again. And now next we also need to disable the unnecessary startup application. Now disabling the startup application is another way to make your PC feel faster. While it likely won't improve overall performance, but you can improve the boot up time, make Windows more responsive just after it boot because there will be fewer applications launching as soon as you log in and free up some of the memory taken up by the startup application. So to disable the startup application, again you can bring up settings. From the left hand side, go to apps. Then you will find an option of a startup. Click on it. And here you will find the list of all the application including the bloatware, the third-party application you have installed. Like Microsoft Edge, I really don't want that it should start along with my computer. Whenever I need them, I want to browse anything, I can manually open it. So any similar program that you don't want that it should come along with the computer, you can turn it off. Scroll down the whole list here, whichever you don't need, just toggle them off. Alright, now next we have to also debloat the Windows. So basically, less junk on your PC will make Windows 11 more responsive and will also free up the RAM and CPU so that we can use for other applications. So when you will click on the Windows icon, you'll find many kind of bloatware programs that has been installed like the Lincoln, Xbox, so lighter and casual games. And when you click on all, you will find the entire list here like Microsoft Clipchamp, 365 Copilot, Microsoft News, Microsoft Team that eat a lot of your CPU and the RAM resources. In order to debloat them, what you can do, bring up your browser and you need to type here Windows 11 debloat. And on the top, you will be getting this website of the GitHub Refire Win11 debloat. You need to click on it, then scroll down. And in the quick method, it says open PowerShell and run this command. So copy the command, click on Windows search, type PowerShell, right click on Windows PowerShell, choose run as admin, click on yes, paste the command that you have copied and hit the enter key. Now wait for a while. And very soon you will be getting welcome to Win11 debloat. So click on custom setup. And you will be getting this kind of dashboard and it will list you all kind of bloatware that are basically installed on Windows 11. But we have to only remove those bloatware that has been installed on our computer. So what you can do, on the right hand top, you will find only show installed app. Check this box. and then it will list you only application and bloatware that has been currently installed on your device. So once you have the list here, you will notice that many applications are been in green color, some are in the orange and some are in the red color, and on the right hand corner you can read the green one is recommended to remove, the orange or yellow one is optional, and the red one is not recommended. Why it's not recommended like Microsoft Edge? Because this is the only default browser on your device, and if you remove it, you will not have any other browser. So what you need to do here, just check all the application that you want to remove, as it will be depending on you that which you want to keep and which you want to remove. Even you can remove the Xbox gaming application if you don't use the Xbox. And once you are done selecting the application, you will have to click on next. Now it gives you many other tweaks that you can use in order to optimize your Windows 11, like you can disable the telemetry, disable tips, trick and suggested content, disable Windows notification, disable Windows location service, find my device, tips and tricks, spotlight, ads and suggestions. Even it's recommended that you should remove the AI feature if you really want to make your Windows 11 faster and responsive. So in the AI section, you can disable the Microsoft Copilot, recall, click to do, or I can say you can check all of them, and so on. You get many other kind of tweaks for the file explorer for the start menu, but I will only keep this selected and then click on next again. It will ask me to create a restore point, so we can do that. So click on finally on apply changes, and first it will be creating the restore point, and after that it will be removing all the bloatware for you. So again, wait for some time until it's all been done. Alright, so it's been done and it says changes applied. So now you can click on close the PowerShell window. And the next time when you click on Windows icon, you will find that most of the bloatware has been removed and it's a neat and clean page now. Okay, and now let's move with the fourth step, where we have to disable the unnecessary Windows services. So by default, there's a massive number of background services running on every Windows 11 system. That is mainly for the features in Windows 11. But it's really a good idea to disable those services that we don't need or they are not of any use to us. And there are few of my recommendations. So for that, click on Windows search, type services, bring it up. So here on the top in the B section only, you may find the BitLocker drive encryption. Now if you don't use the BitLocker drive encryption, then what you can do, you can bring it up, choose it to disable or to manual, stop the service, click on apply and click on OK. There are many services that are optional, like if you're not using the Bluetooth, any kind of Bluetooth services, any kind of Bluetooth devices, then you can also disable that. Then few services that are recommended are connected user experience and telemetry. So if you come to the C section, you will find connected user experiences and telemetry. This is for the Microsoft that basically collect your information and it's really not recommended. So go ahead and disable it, stop it. Click on apply and click on OK. The next one is remote desktop service. So come to the R section and you will find the remote desktop service. So if you are not using any kind of remote desktop services, then again you can disable it, stop the service, click on apply and click on OK. Next one is program compatibility assistant. Bring it up. Again you can disable it, stop the service, click on apply and click on OK. Next you can disable the Windows biometric service. So if you're not using the Windows Hello services, then you can also disable it. Stop the service, click on OK. And now let's say if you really have the high CPU RAM problem and you have the lagging issues, then even I would recommend you to disable the Windows search. So press the W key and look for Windows search. Once you get it, double click on it, choose it to disable, stop the service. Now basically this will not stop the searching on Windows, this will be only disabling the indexing. So as I said, if you really have the high CPU RAM problem, then you can disable it. And then if you look at the bottom, you will find many Xbox related services. And if you're not using Xbox, again disable all these Xbox services. Alright, now next you also need to switch Windows power mode to the best performance. And this is good and effective especially for the laptop user. So by default, Windows uses the balanced power mode, which can lower your CPU's performance state and park some code when the system is idle during the light task. So if you're on a laptop and you just care about the performance, no matter you do the gaming, you do any kind of heavy task, then I would recommend you that change this setting. So for this, again, right click on Windows icon, go to settings, click on system, then click on power, and here you will find the power mode option. Now as I'm on the PC right now, so this option is different for me, but if you're on a laptop, you will find two options, plugged in, plugged out. So click on the drop down on both of them and choose it to best performance. And now let's move with the last optimization, and that is disabling the delivery optimization. So again, in the settings only, when you click on Windows Update, go to advanced option. Under the additional option, you will find delivery optimization. And it says if you turn this on, your device may send part of your previously downloaded Windows Update and application to devices on your local network or on the internet. So when you keep this option enabled, what happens? All the update you have downloaded on this Windows device, it may send those updates to other devices connected on the same network or probably on the internet, so that those devices should not download the fresh Windows update directly from the internet, from the Windows server, and they can directly download from your Windows operating system. So this can be useful for those people who are working on any organization. If you have multiple devices, then this can be okay. But if you have 1, 2 or even the 3 devices, it doesn't make any sense to keep this option enabled. Just toggle it off and that's it. So after disabling all these settings, the next time when you restart the computer and you bring up the task manager, you will find that there is a huge drop in the CPU and the memory. The consumption has been reduced, your CPU memory are being free now, and due to the overall optimization, you will have the smoother performance. The lagging will be fixed. And if you feel you got some value from this video, please hit the like, please subscribe to the channel, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.